Congratulations to Swerve Strickland. Let's start over with good old JR on the call.
Swerve is your new champion.
This match.
New champion, Swerve Strickland, holds the AEW gold. Why does Chillmonger have a problem with any of that? He doesn't. Chillmonger's got zero problems to do with this portion of the video. With this portion, there's Samoa Joe. But then there's this. Listen to the commentary of Excalibur. Pay attention to who is funding this person to say these words. And then you might see what I got a problem with. I'm very happy to see a guy whose skin is this dark be the champion. But why I have an issue with what is going to be said now? Say it.
Swerve Strickland can call himself not just the world champion of all elite wrestling,
What else?
but the first ever African-American world champion of all elite wrestling.
And that is where I turn the camera back on you. AEW has had 8 people become the champions. MJF with the longest reign of 406 days. Jon Moxley, Caucasian, Kenny Omega, Hangman Adam Page, Chris Jericho was their first champion. So 5 of these champions are people of undermelanated skin tones. We jump to Samoa Joe. Then there's CM Punk, who got it twice, and Swerve Strickland. Here he is, number 8. When did this company get started? Was this a company that began in the 1900s? And then all of a sudden, year after year, as progression was being made, civil rights were being accomplished, and finally, by God, finally, a black champion has emerged from the race. He battled. Not really. There is a very accepting fan base of it. We live in a world in 2024, or when this company began in 2019, it might have been, or 2019. So when this company started, when it got popping, every kind of racial barrier has been hit. A black president has happened. There's a lot of firsts that have happened. Now, why did it take so long for you to get to Swerve Strickland? It is not a lack of talent, because Swerve Strickland's been in the company for a long time. Keith Lee, there's been enough times for you to do it. If you want, when you can choose the champions. Tony Khan, what you don't realize is when your commentary guy says that, what is the feat? What is the glass that broke through? You're in charge. You choose the champions. This isn't like boxing. Even in boxing, there's plenty of dominant athletes who can make it to championship status. It's pretty diverse. You get a mix in every sport. And if there isn't someone who's black in the top tier, there's like a reason for it, like hockey rinks. It's just not a popular thing. There's not enough players, and we understand why hockey players lean. Majority, they're all white people from Sweden and Finland and Canada and America. We get it. We understand why that doesn't have the inclusion at the top. But in a sport where you can choose who your champion is, you made the 8th one a black, and you wanted to bring that up on commentary. Now, they're not the only ones to do something like that. Vince McMahon's been in charge of the WWE for years. Let me show you what he said during Sasha Banks and Bianca Belair at WrestleMania 37.
This is an historic moment. For the first time ever, 2 black women have a title match in the main event at WrestleMania.
And the person who decides who gets to main event WrestleMania has been the same dude for years. And so doesn't that turn the camera back on Vincent Kennedy McMahon as a decision maker? About you had 37 of these things, and now's the time to do it. What was keeping them down? Was it not like you had talent coming in? No, there's been plenty of talent coming in to do this, but it just took until now to do that. It's not that historic. It's not the feat is only a big deal because of what we had to accomplish, or what hurdle there was. And the hurdle itself was Tony Khan and Vince McMahon. It's the decision makers at the top. You and your commentary teams shouldn't be highlighting how this breakthrough happened, because it makes it like I keep saying, I'm trying to use different words. It brings the spotlight back on why is this such a big deal? What was keeping them down? Swerve Strickland, and I remember watching Hangman Page say that to him in the middle of a promo like a year ago. I know you have dreams. You want to be the first black champion. I'm like, that's not a storyline. You let it happen. And it's so normal and there's gonna be so many of them, and there's gonna be like it's so you have to normalize the idea that Swerve Strickland is the champion. That popped up on my feed one more time today. I got to hear it in a clear mind. While I was glad when Swerve won the championship that Saturday, now I can call it out. I can call out the Excalibur moment. Maybe I should tag Excalibur to show him. I will tag Excalibur. Don't do that stuff. Normalize it.